Hey, good day. Welcome back to Salmedia TV. Now, we're going to cover the penalty call against Manchester United. Well, the game was decided based on a controversial call, a penalty to Real Sociedad. This is just my opinion. Most people that I've spoke with, they know where I stand regarding VAR, and they know that I defend VAR for the most part because at the end of the day, they get majority of the calls right. The percentage of correct calls are way higher than before the VAR system came in. As such, I am always with it. Is it perfect? No. I have never said that, and most things in life ain't perfect, so we should not expect it to be perfect. Even though it's a replay, you're getting a second and third and fourth and fifth chance to watch whatever action is in question. No, this is the reason why we love the game. Most calls, most of these fouls and handball in football, they really come down to subjectivity, and it's very hard to separate certain calls, whether it is correct or incorrect in the eyes of the public and in the eyes of both teams. Very difficult, and we have to understand that the referees, they're under pressure. If they go with the call, the opposing team will have a problem. If they go against the call, then the other team, they have an issue. So the referees, they are under pressure. No, my big question in recent times is the inconsistency, and it is really getting the anti-VAR fans, riled up because they have been against it from day one, and now it is turning out to be a little worse than how it started. So they are going to be confident in how they initially think of it. No, David Silva, he gets the ball around 16 yards out. He tries to take a shot, but when you look at the shot, right, it ricochets off Martinez's knee or his leg, whichever. And between his knee and his arms, it's basically inches. So that's a second or millisecond between the ball hitting his leg and then his arm. So there's no way Martinez can get his hand out of the way, right? Based on how Martinez lunged in to try and block the shot, there is literally nowhere else his arms could have been. So I don't know if they're questioning that his arms are out of a usual position, but the player is lunging in. There's no way you can tell yourself, so I'm going to keep my arm like this while trying to block a shot. It's impossible. So this call is very harsh on Martinez and Manchester United. Personally, I wouldn't call this a penalty. I wouldn't give the penalty. No, when you look at the video, I think I can definitely understand why they kept the call and didn't change it. After the ball hit his leg, it would have seemed as if the ball is still going towards the goal or towards the target. So as such, his arms would have still blocked a goal scoring opportunity, right? So if the referee have gotten the opportunity to go to a monitor and review it, I probably think he would have overturned the call. But UEFA, they do the whole VAR process a little bit different because they even were a little bit hesitant with even using it. So they really and truly they want to get going really quick. They don't really want to stop and going over and over and over and call like the Premier League does. So he didn't get the opportunity to go and look, and the VAR referees, they stood with the call. I am assuming they're saying there isn't a clear and blatant mistake. So they gave the call to Real Sociedad. Real Sociedad proceed to keep that 1-0 lead after scoring and win the game Does Manchester United deserve a loss here? I mean, they didn't play great, but to lose like this, it's difficult. I expected more from them at home, but this penalty call, I don't think it's a penalty. It's well, it's closer to not be a penalty than to be a penalty to me. So that slim percentage of saying it might be going to the goal after he hit his leg, so it's his arm still stopped a goal scoring opportunity. Which is, this is my opinion. I don't think it was enough to keep it. I think they should have overturned it, you know. And that is my take on the call. I personally don't think it was a penalty. I wouldn't have called it. And if I was the referee working in the VAR room, I would have said no, overturn that call. It was too close. The ricochet for his arm on his legs, the ricochet from his legs to his arms, like that's like millisecond. What do you expect the player to do? But I do understand that his arm still, even after it hit his leg, stopped the advantage or the goal scoring chance. So I mean, it's weird and it's hard for some teams, but we all have to understand if VAR overturn it, then resources that they would have also have had an argument, as to why they don't win the game if they didn't went on to win eventually. Referees, they are always under pressure. We have to understand that it's never easy pleasing the general population. So if you make the call, there's a next set against you. If you don't make the call, there's a next set against you. So it's always somebody mourning and complaining and criticizing. So we all have to understand at the end of the day, it may be what most of the referee opted that it's still a penalty. If it's 4 referees there in the VAR, maybe 3 of them, if it was 2v2, that's why they kept the call. So let's hope they can improve this. It has been really, really inconsistent in recent times, and that is the biggest issue. Like, they make a call this week and next week the same action and it's a different call. So that's where my problem comes in. They need to be consistent all the time for the fans to have a better understanding of what to expect, because I am very understanding of the system. I prefer the system than no system. So let's help the others or who doesn't like it to understand it. If you're going to be inconsistent and make harsh calls like this, it just really, 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 really doesn't help the situation. But thanks for listening, guys. That's my take on the penalty. In my view, it wasn't a penalty. Have a good day. Peace.